The Special Tribunal for Lebanon all but blamed Syria and Hezbollah for involvement in Hariri's killing.
The growing opposition to the Syrian presence in Lebanon threatened Syria's interests. The trial chamber is of the view that Syria and Hezbollah may have had motives to eliminate Mr. Hariri and some of his political allies. However, there was no evidence that the Hezbollah leadership had any involvement in Mr. Hariri's murder, and there is no direct evidence of Syrian involvement in it.
Hariri was assassinated in a massive truck bomb blast in 2005 that killed 21 others and left damaged buildings and a huge crater. The only thing left of the driver was a tooth, so his identity was never uncovered. The verdict was delayed for years due to Hezbollah's grip on power. The court found one senior Hezbollah member guilty, while 3 others were acquitted of involvement in the murder.
He was assassinated because he was against the policy of the regime in Syria, and he wanted to take this regime out of Lebanon. We all said this, right? But when it comes from a court, that shows that what we've said before in the past is true.
Several years after the assassination, Rafiq Hariri's son, Saad Hariri, became prime minister. He resigned last October amid anti-government protests and a failing economy, and stayed on as caretaker until January.
We all know the truth now, and it remains that justice will be executed regardless of how long it takes.
It's now up to Hezbollah to turn over Salim Jamil Ayash. The huge blast that rocked Beirut on August 4th, leaving nearly 200 dead, 6,000 wounded, and hundreds of thousands homeless, also caused many to point the finger at Hezbollah. The Iranian-backed group may have stored weapons at the port, adding to the explosion.
My demand is that the truth and justice for Rafiq Hariri and his comrades leads the way to knowing the truth and achieving justice for all the innocents that perished in the Beirut blast.
Hariri called on Hezbollah to come clean and for coexistence between the various factions in Lebanon. He said the only way they will be able to rebuild their country is if they are honest and work together. Julie Stahl, CBN News, Jerusalem.